I'm talking about, could you survive in the wild, like where the jungle is, and where you have to climb trees and hunt and, do your own weapons. You couldn't have matches. You had to make fire. You could make fire right now in my living room on this floor. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, with her right here, they can't even see her because she can't survive in the wild with a face like this. She just couldn't breathe. She couldn't even chase her. She couldn't hunt like this. And you have to hunt to feed your family and yourself. Food ain't brought to you in the wild. You gotta get it. So she can't hunt. She's no good for anything.
Or you need that meat, or you're dead meat.
I think
you'd be good for somebody else.
The best place to want to survive in the wild is on the islands. Because you have everything you kind of need. You can go fishing. You need seafood, the oils for your brain to fuel thought, for you to know how to do creative kind of stuff. Your tree houses. Why you think Blue Lagoon, they had all that big old fancy? You ever seen that movie, Blue Lagoon? It's a movie where they created this big old, like, tropical paradise. And they had a 2-story condo on the island. And that's because they was eating all that seafood and they had nothing building shit. Lying in the sun, getting a tan. Back to I need to start writing notes about the things that I'm gonna talk about from now on. Because I gotta start back to the beginning. In space. Everybody says if I came from, where do I come from? And where did that come from? Okay, yes, there's always going to be a positive and negative, an Adam, an Eve, a yin and a yang. That was just like this, flying around, flying around, flying around. Boom. When two objects hit together at fast speeds, friction happens, heat happens, different chemical reaction. A gas could turn into not a liquid, a solid, but it just changes its chemical make, whatever. Another element happens. This is such a slow process. Billions of years this has taken. So it didn't just happen overnight. This is over time, long periods of time. I mean, our Earth is about, 4 billion years old, something like that. It's a long, all those mountains that you see are slow rises from the plates in the plant. I mean, you can imagine how long that took. And people used to think in the 1800s that the Earth was only 4,000 years old. 4,000. Here we go. I'm off subject. Going back to that religion thing, but that's okay. I need to hit that up. 4,000 years old because they wanted you to believe what was in the Bible.
Who told you it was 4,000 years old?
Okay, this is what happened. The church wanted to disprove. When you were a slave, okay, not you a slave, but your ancestors, your people. When you were slaves, they were starting to try to find out information because professors, scholars, people who wanted to know knowledge about other things, they were looking around, seeing the plants, seeing the animals, and this is Charles Darwin. He kind of started what I want to talk about when he took his 4-year voyage and landed on the Galapagos Islands. He started noticing the process of natural selection. So when evolution, this is when people start thinking about like evolution and the earth might be something else. Look at how this environment, they're having their whole little ecosystem. Everything on here is nowhere else. They started looking at how the different finches had different shaped beaks for the different areas that they live in. So they started noticing like, man, things are happening, changes over Earth. So because of that, the church was trying to say no. Back to that. The earth is only 4,000 years old because the Bible says it. It says it in the Bible that the earth is 4,000 years old. That's what it says. Something like that. If you guys know the right answer to that, if it doesn't say that, Somebody comment and let me know, and then I'll know. I'm gonna be more knowledgeable. See, and let me know. But they said it was
I
4,000
don't
years
know
old.
about that. See, nobody tell me.
That's what I'm telling you. So then
Is
they
it in a
didn't
book
want.
that it's 4,000 years old?
In the Bible, the book of the Bible is what they're saying. This is what the church people they wanted people to disprove these beliefs. They did not want you to even learn this in school.
You can learn what you want.
You cannot learn what you want to learn in school when you pledging allegiance to the flag. You're pledging your allegiance to the flag. Come on now. They didn't want you to know nothing about no evolution, or you came from something else. They didn't want you to start thinking about a broader thing. They wanted you to pledge allegiance to here we go again, to the Northern America. How you're American, how people born in South America are also a form of Americans. Because this whole land is the Americas. South America, Central America, North America, United States, and the northern, is Canada part of America? See, it's not, I don't know. But Alaska is, and Alaska's still up there. It's still in America. So why, when I put on my application, if it says American, they should put Southern American, Central American. I mean, they want to know African American. Africa's not even in the Americas. It's not. African American is not even in the Americas. It's not. I'm gonna get a map and I'm gonna run that.
But then that's when they say it's not. But then that's when they tell you that the Americans brought the African Americans to.
I don't even know if people can hear us good.
But listen though, no, I don't want to get. But listen,
okay.
See, look, the Americans went to Africa, took.
Wait,
the
what do you mean the Americans?
Whoever it was in America. Whoever it was. I don't know because I wasn't here. This is what they tell you. So if you really want to know, that's how Black history even comes about.
And I'm going to take an African American studies class.
But listen though.
Because I'm going to get on that Black history.
That's how Black history even started.
Okay.
Because the Americans went to Africa.
My nice book for my notes.
Listen though. Went to Africa, stole the Black people, whatever you want to call them.
Anthropology.
Look, stole the Black people. Brought them to America.
The Black
and
people.
Made them what?
What do you mean the Black people?
The Africans. Listen, the Africans. The African Americans.
This is what I'm going to tell you. This is my take on how a slave came to be.
Listen.
I don't think that they necessarily kidnapped. You could.
How could a slave come? What did a slave come?
They tricked them.
They tricked them?
They tricked them. I think they got tricked. They did.
Tricked them or they
because if you go, I'm going to prove, if you go to Africa right now, a white man with a camera go to Africa right now, a tribesman will offer his 16-year-old daughter to try to get her ass about Africa so she can live a better life. So when them white men came, them Africans was probably like, oh, look at all this shit they got.
You don't know that. You're making a judgment.
I said this is my hypothesis. This is a theory. This is my hypothesis. This is my theory, okay? So then they decided to willingly, because it's just, I could not understand how they would get that deep and to get that many Black people. It just, they had to go, they tricked them. And then when they got them on them boats, they was like,
listen,
sorry for that ass.
Sweetheart, that's an everlasting topic, see?
No, that's just what we're going to keep going back to the molecule. See, you threw me off a little bit.
No, listen, that's an everlasting topic because
what?
You can say that, okay, they was tricked. But you can go to Africa and you can guarantee that people will say, from back in the day, that we did not want to leave our country. It was so much here for us that we did not want to leave. They came and took us. So after they started taking us, listen, after they started taking us and people started dying because people wasn't going, they figured, okay, let's go.
Okay.
Because we want to go live a better life anyway and we don't want to die.
I think I got to turn this stereo down.
Yeah, that's the end of the roads. I don't care. I was born right here in L.A., California.
I know you was born in L.A., California.
I study different things. I have different theories. I'm not saying what my
Well, I'm about to end this video now.
I'm not saying what she's not saying is right.
We'll start off the next video later. All right, bye.